Thinking back to what we were doing before we found Isagenix, we were flat out busy. We were running 2 conventional businesses, which drained a lot of our time and a lot of our energy. We also had 2 small kids to look after. And yeah, we were, making ends meet, but we were covering bills, just getting through each week with not a lot left over to enjoy life and do the things that we really wanted to do.
We were introduced by Jen and Jono, great friends of ours, and they'd had amazing results in their first 30 days, and it was actually Jono's picture of his abs that Jen sent through that made us enroll, got Al excited. And yeah, it was purely on their results, and we decided to give it a go to see what would happen to us physically, and that was it for us. It was all about the product.
Once we started getting involved in the culture and the community of Isagenix, we started seeing things that all lined up and just told us that this was the right place to be. The people we'd met and what we'd seen and learned about the company just blew us away. Slowly but surely we started seeing money come in each week from Isagenix, and that was pretty cool. But then all of a sudden I realised that I was getting enough each week to pay for my rent, which, it was, when I realised that, it was quite startling, and I thought, well, this is a good thing.
I was fortunate enough to go to Isa-Derby, Hawaii in January 2013, and that was, for me, that was just a huge light bulb moment. We did some training over there, and I was fortunate enough to sit with Lisa Di Maio on my own for probably half an hour or so after the training, and she just really poured belief into me and made me realise that this could be so much more than just, obviously, the great health, which is paramount, but it could be so much more. And why could she do it and not me? Why I was no different? So that really excited me, and that really just, that clicked for me.
So after Debbie got back from her trip to Hawaii, she was very, very pumped up and really motivated, and kept me up all night talking about these visions that she had and that she'd experienced. And we were really excited, but literally the next day, the east coast of Australia, virtually, and particularly Bundaberg, was hit really heavily with storms, and we had tornadoes come through the area, and we were inundated with rain, and the town flooded. And consequently, our business, the gym, went underwater, and the house and the car. And that was pretty devastating, of course.
About 10 days after the floods, Jen and Jono turned up at our home, and she put a blindfold on me and led me outside. She was so excited, and when we got outside, she took the blindfold off, and there was a new car for me. And it just so blew me away, because obviously it was a gift from Jen and Jono and a few other people locally, friends through CrossFit and also through Isagenix. But people that I'd only met the week before in Hawaii, that I didn't know at all before going to Hawaii, had also heard what had happened to Alec and I when I arrived home, and they'd contributed. And people in the Isagenix community in Canada and America that we'd never even met, we didn't know these people at all, had heard what had happened, and had also chipped in to help get us some wheels and get us back on the road and make life a little bit easier in what was a pretty tough time. And that just, to this day, it still just makes me so overwhelmed, because I can't, just the giving and the community spirit and the willingness to help someone out that you don't even know. And that really cemented for me. I already knew that this was the right place for us to be, but I think that one thing cemented for me that this is exactly where we belonged.
The great thing about what we do is that our success only comes as a result of helping so many other people. We haven't gone into this thinking, what can we do for ourselves? We've gone into it thinking, what can we do for other people? And if everyone goes into it with that attitude, then their success is virtually guaranteed.
We feel that we live an extraordinarily blessed life, and we want that for everybody in our team and people that aren't yet in our team and people in other teams. We want to help everybody, as many people as possible. Isagenix for us has been a vehicle that's enabled us to do things we never would have dreamt that we could do. And to be able to see other people achieving that too is really the thing that fires us up and gets us excited.
We are so very grateful, and we owe so much to quite a lot of people that have contributed to getting us into this position we're in now. Jen and Jono are very good friends who first introduced us to Isagenix and gave us that option of saying yes or no. And all of the people that we've met along the way who have trained us and motivated us and helped us and supported us have just contributed so much to making us who we are now.
Isagenix has totally given us the space to become who we fundamentally always were, but who we were trying to be or who we wanted to be, but I guess are held back by day-to-day life and the rat race and being who we thought we should be. And to realise that we can actually be whatever we want to be is true freedom.
For anyone that's thinking about giving Isagenix a go, we say just jump in, give it a good go, you've got nothing to lose.
Absolutely, we are so thankful that we said yes. It has totally changed our life.